brace yourself, because cometh the hour, cometh the man. It is the time when we do this.
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
And here to spread a sprinkle of unicorn poo on the day. It's the international man of misery. Some call him Grumps, men call him Grumpy, women call him all the time. Michael Senker. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, indeed. Unicorn poo.
Unicorn, yes.
Sparkles.
Okay.
Come, Sparkles.
Come, Sparkles. Well.
Skullduggery to spread. How are you?
I'm fine. Had a good couple of weeks.
Did you?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Do you remember Victor Borg?
Victor Borg was the funny pianist.
Exactly. He did phonetic pronunciation.
Yes.
So you should be a question mark. So it would go like... Yeah. So question mark being...
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you should do at the end of that.
I remember him well. I used to enjoy watching him. Funny enough, he turns up now and again on my YouTube feed, my Instagram or some Facebook or something. It turns up, someone brings him back from the past and reminds me of how hilariously funny he was, and also what a brilliant musician he was. He
was quite something, wasn't he? So
yeah.
Yes, I've had an interesting couple of days.
Have you?
Yeah, because as you know, I now live up in splendid. I've ditched the splendid isolation of the lake,
right,
Casita, and I'm now living up in Coin, which is
a long way away.
It's not a long way away, because it used to take me, because I had this killer track that killed
cars.
Yeah, it killed the cars. So 12 years I got through 6 cars, right? And when it finally did for the Toyota Land Cruiser, the car that they cannot break, like when the rebels rock up somewhere in the desert, the Sahara, they've always got a 40 caliber machine gun on the back of a bleeding Land Cruiser, right? Okay, and so therefore it was unbreakable. And guess what happened?
You broke it.
Yeah, basically.
Thank you.
I thought. Yeah. So I thought, right, and it used to take me 35 minutes to get from East Stand, where I was before, to the studio, because you had to do Indiana Jones and the Temple.
That reminds me of a joke.
Does it?
Yeah.
Right, within a minute. And so I got an offer to move up with from my bestie Samantha, because she's got a lovely huerta, which is like a farmhouse on the edge of Coin, and one side of it is basically we've made it the Godfather. It's got its ensuite bathroom. It's away from the girls. I'm not tripping over, because the little darlings are 16 and 12 going on whatever. So I'm not falling over teenage girls every morning in the rush for the bathroom. Right. And it's all very pleasant.
Good.
But she's gone away, and it's the same distance in driving if I get a clear run, you see, to here. 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Yes, but she's gone away to do some charity work in Morocco this week, and so myself and her sister, Auntie Emily, are doing crowd control. Basically, we're not. I could have handled Rorke's Drift. I could have been one of those Spartans on the bridge. 2 teenagers, forget it. No, don't have nothing to do with teenagers, mate. You had a daughter. She must have been a teenager once, or did you manage to skip that, the fast forward button? No, my own daughters, yes. Other teenagers can't be bothered with. Have you had any more comeback about your dance routine and the rather splendid jacket, by the way? Yeah, I mean, it was quite well taken and aboard by people. They seem to enjoy it. More than I did, actually. More than you did. My daughter's trying to kill me for the inheritance. It's not done anything for my Mr. Grumpy image. Hasn't it? Well, no, I'm enjoying myself, and I'm actually laughing. I thought that was trapped wind. No. Okay. But the only pleasure that most people got is they found out that I fell over at least 3 times whilst we were rehearsing it. Oh, for goodness. Anyway, I got a question for you. Uh-oh. What's happened with WhatsApp? Well, you see, this is the thing, and until you sent me, because you don't actually send me, I know I never read them, but you do send me the notes. I do send you what something to talk. And I completely ignore it and go off on a tangent, and you just look at me going, you complete... I mean, let me tell you what happened to me. I turned it... I use WhatsApp because in Spain or wherever, it's a very, very good means of communication. Agreed. You can phone any number on it if someone else is on WhatsApp, and it's included in your charge. There's no extra charge. I'm not doing an advert for WhatsApp, but for me, it's a good working tool. And when I did something the other day, I noticed things were turning green. Yes. Right, now, on my iPhone, if I send a message to somebody who's not on Apple iPhone or whatever, it goes green, which means I have to pay for the message. Right, so if it's iPhone to iPhone, the messages are blue. If it's iPhone to normal English phone,
or an Android,
it costs you 30, 40, 50 cents a message.
Oh.
So I thought, oh dear, something's gone wrong with WhatsApp. I'm going to start getting charged for my messages and phone calls because there's little green arrows and little green boxes and little green men. Anyway, it turns out it's not. It's still the same old WhatsApp. It still does exactly the same things. But what really annoys me, right, and it really annoys me, is why? What has it done? I mean, I've tried to read about it, and there's a few notes that I've got. But basically, some person in research department or some department has decided that he's got to earn his wages this week.
Right.
And he sat down with 2 or 3 or maybe 20 or maybe 100 or maybe spoke to...
Was it inclusive and diverse?
Yeah, spoken to all these people. He's got them all together and he said, what can we do to mess around with WhatsApp but not really do anything? And some bright spark's gone, let's turn it green.
In that voice?
In that voice. And they've gone, what? Let's turn it green. And what will that do? Nothing.
I like green.
I like green. It's my favourite colour. Right. What is the point? What was wrong with blue? I find blue soft and friendly. Green is a bit... Ugh.
There'll be a support group. There'll be a think tank.
Yeah, but they've spent... I guarantee they've spent millions and millions turning this blue tick into a green tick or a green box or green writing. And all for what? For what reason? Someone's to show that they've earned their wages this week. It's ridiculous. And then they've turned around and they've gone, well done, mate. And he's gone, thank you very much.
What's he got? Has he gone?
Thank you very much.
I'm off to Baldy now.
Yeah.
Now, you see, the thing is, and this shows how absolutely cutting edge I am with technology. You see, I too have the aforementioned app, and I too saw my thing go green, right? So I assumed that it was something that I'd done late at night, you know, when I'm, I don't know, scrabbling through my phone or whatever, and I'd hit a wrong button and I'd turned my settings to green. So I spent yesterday going through, trying to find the setting to ungreen it, because I don't like green, and couldn't. It wasn't until you rocked up in the car park and said, my WhatsApp's gone green. And I said,
that's not me it's gone green.
The things you said. That will be available as a highlight at the end of year show. But yeah, I had no idea that WhatsApp had taken an executive order and gone, I want to
go green. I like green.
I think it's that Jer Sweeney. I think he's put a word in for the...
No, but I just don't... It's like...
Why?
You know, I get sometimes... I look at my apps. It's in apps in general, right? And I can have like 30, 40 updates in a couple of days of apps. And I can't ever see a difference in them. This one, at least I can see a difference. It's green.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's other things that do, like I've got bank account things and money transfers we use, but they change totally. So one day you're looking at one app, you've learned all your way around this app, and you update it, and it's different. You just can't find your way around it anymore. Someone's just changed it. It doesn't do anything better or worse than it did before. It's just now completely different. Someone's earned their money. They've changed the app. And the other thing is, you use Twitter, don't you?
Yeah, Twitter, right.
On Twitter, at the bottom left-hand corner is a little black housey thing.
Sound of middle-aged man checking his X account.
Right, have a look at the thing.
Okay, this is me doing this right.
X, so X, sorry, not Twitter. That's another thing.
The housey thing, right?
Yeah, a little housey thing at the bottom. Right. So I use Twitter, but I do check it too much, and I am on it too much. But overnight, obviously, I try and get some sleep in. Right. So I don't check it again till the morning. So that could be from the time I checked it last to in the morning, could be 9, 10, 12 hours of Twitter that I haven't caught up on. Now, I only follow 100 people. At the moment, I follow 101. Yeah. I haven't decided who to chop off at the moment.
My gosh.
But I only follow 100 people, and a lot of that is either
poker or jokes or the odd political one, a few news things, some friends, bits and pieces. So it's nothing really. I don't follow thousands of people. But when you open up, it says, right, you haven't read it for 16 hours. So you start scrolling and you start reading all the little messages from GB News and TRE and all these different things. But if you accidentally touch the box in the bottom left-hand corner,
right,
it goes straight away,
all the way up
to 5 minutes ago. So you've now got to swipe down to find the last 16 hours of Twitter, if you want to to find out where you are. Now, I'm not the greatest person in the world that's coming up with technical ideas, but I've got a message for Mr. Musk, and I can fix it for you instantly. Right?
Go on, do tell.
If you want to do that, you have to tap the box twice in succession, not accidentally brush it with your thumb.
Right.
And if you have to tap it twice, then you're actually doing something to make it shoot all the way forward or backwards.
Put these adverts in there, and that stuff you don't want to hear about, about AI's data services in India, and like I used to get Russian brides, which I don't know anymore, and gay cruises, which is a bit of an oxymoron, but there you go.
Yeah, but no, the ones for me is all the products that they try and sell you that or watch this till the end, and you watch 14 minutes or something, and there is no end, and say, watch part 2. I don't understand.
Well, they say, pizza restaurants in Ibiza, because we mentioned that, and the next thing we knew,
pizza in Ibiza. I did go have a pizza in Ibiza, but I think it was the wrong one.
It was the wrong one. Yes.
Yeah. So going back to the Twitter and Facebook things, stop changing things just for the sake of changing. There's little.
Yeah, but it's like PRA. Sorry, and it's like. I have been to functions where there are public relations people. I did some TV because, hey, that's the international celebrity that I am. And I did the TV, and it was a very nice hotel. And suddenly, I was with this production company, this TV company from the UK, and they came over and it was all fine. I was speaking to the hotel manager, and suddenly this literally phalanx of people that I hadn't seen.
Oh, what?
Phalanx. Large group of people from the Roman.
I've never heard that word
phalanx.
Before. Yeah.
Phalanx, even.
No. I've heard of phallic.
No, you've heard of, well, no, it wouldn't be a phallic. It wouldn't be a phallic of PR people. I mean, they might have been happy to see me, but that's ridiculous. So, no, that's from Roman armies.
From who?
Roman legions. The Romans fought in phalanxes.
And what else have the Romans done for us?
Well,
I've never heard that word before.
Okay, well, you see,
sorry,
something.
So
this is because I spent far too long on my own as a teenager painting military models and military history.
Yeah,
exactly. Whilst you were out
enjoying
yourself, I was there doing the Eagle of the Ninth. Anyway, so these PR people rocked up. These PR girls turned up, and they all dressed the same, except the ones, because there are 2 hotels in this place associated with each other, and I hadn't dealt with these people, I hadn't had communications with these people, and the ones from the really trendy one were dressed all in black, and the ones from the normal one were all dressed in white, and with clipboards, and they just faffed around us like moths around the flame, if you like, and they didn't actually have any input to us, but they had to be doing something. And that's why people are mucking with your WhatsApps.
That's what I said. They're just doing things for trying to earn their money. I've got another thing to ask you.
Somebody, Mark thinks that you're getting your SMS, also getting MSS, also getting the MSS. Sorry, start again. Also getting the SMS. There we go. Mixed up. Data to data is one color. No data, then it's a standard SMS. I don't know what that means, but there you go.
As far as I'm concerned, if it's an iPhone and you're going iPhone to iPhone, it's blue. If it's iPhone to Android, it's blue, it turns green, and you have to pay. But that might just be my service provider. Anyway, looking at old people's photographs.
You've been warned about that?
No, I just remember when I was
into their houses.
When I was a kid, which was a long time ago, and I used to go round to my grandma and granddad's with all my cousins. One of the things that they would do was they'd bring out photo albums. And because I'm now going back 70 years, right, which is a long time. And I remember my grandfather showing me his picture of him as a child on his horse-drawn carriage before cars.
Right.
And I remember him
3 times around the Circus Maximus.
Yeah, no, and showing me picture of Hackney, where he lived, when it was fields.
So your grandfather had a carriage in Hackney.
Yeah, listen. Let me
finish. Okay,
right. And he would show me these most interesting things of him coming back from the First World War. Really poignant things that even to this day will stick in my mind. I remember things that my grandfather showed me, and I just thought, like, going on 50 years, right? What are the photographs that my daughter is going to show her grandkids? It's going to be a salad, right?
Yeah.
She's going to show them a picture of a salad that she had, and a quinoa something, and a chocolate milkshake with her initials in it. I mean, what are they going to see? They're going to see Grandma standing in front of a mirror with a camera, taking a picture of herself in the bathroom.
Yeah, here is your grandmother. Here is your grandmother in the toilets of a well-known brasserie.
Yeah.
Or
just loads of selfies.
Here is the wing of a plane.
Yeah. There's the sea. Yeah, and what else? The sea. And there's the moon. Yeah, beautiful, really lovely, fantastic. But that's the legacy. That's what's going to be shown to the kids. So that's, or...
Your grandfather's like, here I am at the signing of the Treaty of Versailles.
Here I am coming back from Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a picture of him. There's a picture of him and my mother and her 11 brothers and sisters.
Because cameras, when you got a camera out in the 60s and 70s, and you had a portrait, everybody, come over here, stand over there, because you only had 32 on a film. So therefore, you only had 1 or 2. Everybody just had to be stocks. It was a special occasion. You didn't go out every weekend. Well, I've got a friend who actually did, but you don't go out every weekend with a small camera in your pocket taking pictures of every night.
I've got my grandparents probably had 100 photos. I've got 4,000 or something on this phone.
Yeah.
And I look at some of them, and it's someone dancing in a restaurant that I've never seen before in my life. But they're making an utter so-and-sos. I mean, I went to see the sunset in Ibiza with my daughter in a drumming thing.
Oh, yes.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
It was, it was really...
You were drumming,
it was incredible. I must have taken 50 videos and 150 photos of the same thing.
Do you know what I don't get?
As the sound dropped another inch, I took another photo. Like it makes any difference. I'm never going to look at it again. I'm never going to... I might... only time I'll look at it is when I'm flicking past it to look at something else.
Nile Rodgers... Chic, yeah, right, exactly. Played in Marbella. I went with my bestie to the concert. We had seats 7 rows from the front. It was brilliant, right? Nile Rodgers came on, started playing the Freak, Let's Dance, every song you can imagine was played. It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
he's probably been on every song.
Well, he has. He's written exactly.
Yeah.
And he's produced all. And we were having a really great time. And we looked at the people in front of us. Yeah, and the dad was there with his iPad or whatever, filming the whole thing, the whole way through. I mean, Nile Rodgers was there, as close as I am. But, you put your phone down, mate, and look at the guy, because, when did you go...
Why are you trying to say that you can watch later when you can watch it now?
Exactly.
You're there.
And the daughter was literally, she was... taking like a movie of Nile Rodgers, then she was bringing it back to herself and going like doing some gang sign or whatever, and then she was putting the phone down and she was immediately texting to put it on social media.
I rest my case.
You rest your case. Now, meanwhile, back in the Roman legions. So, and I'm wrong, believe it or not. I'm wrong. Because Paul has said, he did say something about phalanx and it's gone now. He says it was basically by the Greeks.
Was this to do? Are we talking about the green tick?
We're talking about phalanxes, of Roman legions,
right.
And it was used by the Greeks and then picked up by the Romans.
That's why I don't know why. See, people just being flash using long words, just trying to impress me, don't work.
Are you the Judean People's Front?
What?
The Judean People's Front, or the National Front of Judea?
Yeah.
I have the right to have babies.
Which brings me to the... No,
yeah, there we go. I'm back. There's more phalanx. You say phalanx. Originally came... Oh, it's gone again. Stop doing this, Paul. You keep saying something and then deleting it. You keep going. He'll send me something about...
Other thing. Do you remember going to the cinema when you were younger?
Of course I do. Saturday mornings.
No, not only Saturday morning. Oh, I remember Saturday morning cinema. Odeon and Gants Hill. There was a woman there who used to come around with the ice cream on a tray.
Albatross.
Her name was Dolly. And she was there for years and years and years. And if you give her sixpence, she'd show you your knickers.
And next week in Inappropriate Corner?
No, I'm going back to 1962 or something.
Okay.
Anyway, so we used to go to the cinema, and I remember doing this myself. Going in to see a film before it ended. I would go into the film in the middle. Whatever time you arrived at the cinema, there must be people. Please tell me I wasn't the only person to do this. I'd go into the cinema, sit down, watch the ending of the film, because the films just used to roll on. There was no show at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You know, it was just a rolling. The film just rolled forever.
Do you remember?
You go in there.
Yeah.
You go in there 15 minutes before the end.
You see the end.
Right, watch the end of the film, and then wait for it to start again, and then leave where you came in. You get your point. Oh, this is where we came in. Right, and you get up and you go. Please tell me, somebody out there, please tell me I wasn't the only person.
No, I remember wandering in early with my mum and then having to go out again and wait till everybody else came out.
No, we used to walk in there and watch the end of the film. And then I'm sure I wasn't the only person. I haven't imagined this.
Do you remember intermissions we used to have?
Used to have intermissions, yeah. Used to have an intermission. I remember the first time I saw a Cinerama. It was the seven wonders of the world in a cinema in the West End. It was the screen went all the way round, and you just watched.
Glorious.
Yeah, I'll tell you how long ago it is. 6 of the 7 wonders of the world aren't there anymore. That's how old I am. I knew the Dead Sea before it was ill. When I first went to school, there wasn't history lessons.
It's just boom. It was current affairs. But the other thing is that what I miss is because the adverts. I went to a local cinema here in Portobello because the old cinema in Portobello was brilliant because it used to have a corrugated iron roof.
Well, yeah, the one in Fengarola was outside. You could walk down the street and you could hear the film.
But what they have. So I went to Benus to see what was the last film I saw in there. Ferrari. Anyway, and I went with my dad for that one. But the adverts now are very, very sort of swish. Yeah, but I remember when you used to go in and you would have you'd have the advert for an Indian restaurant. You know.
Oh yeah, the local.
Yeah,
because they used to come round.
Yeah,
they used to the local cinema used to come round and come because my where I worked when I first left school was right opposite the Gants Hill Odeon where Dolly worked.
Right, shows your knickers doll. Yeah,
for sixpence.
Yeah,
not free.
Yeah. Do you think that was where Tommy Steele got his inspiration from?
After sixpence.
Yeah. So, but then it'd be like, they'd have this thing about, it'd be Taj Mahal, it'd be a picture of the Taj Mahal, and it'd be ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I remember.
It'd go, all the colours and flavours of India, and then his voice would go, in the voice of the person who doesn't like green, just 20 minutes walk or 20 yards from this cinema.
Yeah, I remember it well. I remember it well.
Do you remember, just quickly, did you remember this?
That's that Pathé News or
Pearl and Dean.
Pearl and Dean.
That's the bit. That's the bit. Anyway, right. Here we go. It's gone again. Oh, he's rebooting his kid. I keep getting phalanx news here.
All right. Well, let him do his bit. I got a question for you.
Go on then.
Right. I've heard this week. I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it on the radio. Is there some blackout thing that you can't talk about elections or something, or when it's been announced? Was that in the UK?
Well, I mean, the TV seems to be absolutely chock-a-block with elections going on at the moment.
I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
Right. Who would vote for a man, right, that hasn't got the common sense to go inside when it's raining?
Or as my sister said, a man who spent a government has spent £40 million of taxpayers' money on an inside, nice and warm briefing room to press the media, and doesn't use it when it's kissing with her own outside.
But how can... where is the man's brain? Who another one of... I'll put the podium outside.
Should we? I think we've got a new character now.
Yeah. No, but do you know what I'm saying is, where is the brain? Who's the brains?
Which Tarquin?
Yeah, but what stage did the Prime Minister of the UK or England or whatever country he is Prime Minister of at the moment?
Seems to be San Diego by the sounds of it.
Right.
We know that
he turns around and goes, "Oi, I'm not standing. I'm not." I'm the Prime Minister. Don't make me stand out in the rain. Even the cat was inside.
Exactly. If Larry the cat is inside...
The cat was inside. And then, of course, all the newsreaders and all the news media, they're also standing outside. Everybody's getting wet. For what reason? Tell me, please tell me, the common sense, where is someone didn't go, you know it's raining, why don't we go inside?
That nice warm briefing room you pay 4 million for.
Where all the COVID blokes used to stand there and lie to us.
Yeah, stay inside.
What about that? About all the lying of the COVID?
Shave what, sorry?
Everybody happy they've had their COVID jabs now?
Well, not if you're standing out in the rain, you're not. No. You come down with death of a cold.
Did you read that in the news this week about all the nonsense all the things that the money the doctors got for
I was too busy watching Chelsea, which was enough for me to throw me what's it over.
I've got another question for you.
Go on, then.
Got time?
Yeah, of course we've. I've got to put an handbrake.
Memory foam.
What?
Memory foam.
Forgot where I put it.
Right.
Week.
I got one. Right, so I bought a pair
quickly, before it goes quickly, sorry. Greeks used the Macedonian phalanx, okay? Romans had a variation, the Holopytian phalanx, which they only used in the Samnite Wars.
Hold on, I just need to look through my contacts.
All right.
No, I can't find anyone who gives a about that.
Okay, fine. But, right, okay. Right, so there you were. That's got a green tick.
Yeah.
Light green.
But I love buying trainers, right? Because I just love buying trainers. And I bought a new pair the other day of Skechers. And other makes are available. I usually wear Nike. But Skechers, right?
You and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, there's a lot in common.
Yeah.
They have these memory foam.
Oh, foam!
Memory foam.
I thought you meant memory phone, as in
No, memory foam insoles.
Okay.
Right? Okay, now don't let me wander here because I'll be
quiet.
Right. Now, what I'm wondering is, I tried these shoes on and I walked around the shop quite a bit with them because I have to make sure they're comfortable. But I decided that I didn't need that size. I needed a smaller size. So I gave them back. But now I'm thinking, are those memory foams been memorised my wonky feet? So when the next person tries them on, they're definitely not going to be comfortable. Or do they give them a magic something that wipes out the memory of the insole?
Well, like Men in Black.
Right. So I mean, I've tried memory foam pillows. They don't work. I mean, I've always said that all my memory foam.
On your feet?
No, on my head.
Okay.
Right. A memory foam for me doesn't normally work. It's I guess, I don't know, Alzheimer's or something. I don't know. But what happens when you try on the shoes and it moulds to your feet and then you give it back?
What happens? What's going to happen? You'll be walking down the Paseo in Los Feliz.
And they'll come running after me.
And they'll go, "You left me! You abandoned me! I gave everything for you and you left me for that pair of whatevers." That's the memory.
No, but I just wonder how it works. I mean, I do think to myself, someone else is going to try them on and they're going to be adapted to my feet.
Even.
Yeah.
Don't hit the microphone in disgust.
Doctor Who.
Where? Oh yes, the Time Lord.
What have they done to it?
What, the imaginary fictional character?
Well, it's another thing of tradition, isn't it? We now have. You're not going to
say Doctor Who's gone wake, have you?
Oh no, yes, they've gone woke. They've now got a black gay Doctor Who.
It's a fictional character. It could be what he wants. It could be as opposed to a Time Lord from Gallifrey, which is obviously.
What do you mean? What do you mean fictional?
Doctor Who's not written. Mike.
You can't just tell. You can't,
Mike, please.
You just can't. Hold on a minute. You just can't just come out with things like that on radio. Doctor Who is Doctor Who.
Well, who's your favourite Doctor Who?
Hartnell.
Hartnell?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
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 That's Patrick Troughton.
Yeah.
Tom Baker for me.
No, yeah. The original one with the Daleks that used to trip up.
Not Davros. That's the.
Anyway, I just think it's got to stop somewhere. Yeah, we've lost all great shows. We've lost shows like Mock of the Week, Mock the Week,
yeah,
right. Question of Sport. You know, they changed it till it become unrecognisable, and it got dropped completely. And what I'm saying is just leave some traditions. If Doctor Who is Doctor Who, why does make him who you like? But let's leave it just a little bit so it doesn't become so accepted, or that everything has to be. The problem is if it was just like this is one or two or thing, but now it has to be everywhere. Every advert has to be one black person, one white person, one person in a wheelchair, one person with special needs. We covered that everywhere in the family. I've never met a family like that in my life.
Especially when, but you know they're missing out, don't you?
No,
the one who likes green.
No, but you know what I'm saying is just not everything has to. I accept all the variations of everything, but it doesn't have to be with every single thing. I mean, going to mention it. She's going to get in trouble. Ant and Dec, Saturday Night Out.
10 minutes, 10 seconds to go. So unfortunately, going to get beaten by this bell on that one. Michael
dancer in a wheelchair. Let's leave it at that.